In the ancient empire of Eldoria, where towering palaces pierced the misty skies and whispers of intrigue filled the air, there ruled a formidable emperor named Victor Liang, once a legendary warrior who had led his armies to countless victories. He now bore the scars of a brutal ambush on the battlefield. A jagged arrow had claimed the sight in his left eye, leaving it a cloudy veil, and shattered his right arm, rendering it stiff and nearly useless. Yet, in the gilded mirrors of his grand hall, Victor saw only his unyielding strength and regal poise. He proclaimed himself the epitome of imperial grandeur, blind to how his subjects murmured about his diminished form. One fateful autumn evening, as the sun dipped low and cast long shadows over the courtyards, Emperor Victor summoned 3 of the realm's most renowned painters to his throne room. The air was thick with the scent of incense and the faint echo of distant drums. "Create my portrait," he commanded, his voice booming like thunder. "Capture my essence truly, and I shall shower you with riches beyond your dreams' gold lands and eternal favor. But fail me, and your fate will be the cold embrace of the dungeons." The painters bowed low, their hearts pounding, for tales of the emperor's wrath were as legendary as his conquests. What would become of them if they displeased him? The court held its breath, wondering if any could survive such a perilous task. The first painter, a master of flattery named Ilias, worked tirelessly in his studio under the flickering light of oil lamps. Days turned to nights as he sketched and blended colors, determined to please. When he unveiled his work before the emperor, it depicted Victor in flawless glory, to piercing eyes gleaming with wisdom. A mighty arm raised in triumph, his posture as straight and commanding as a marble statue. The court gasped in admiration, but the emperor's face darkened like a gathering storm. "You dare mock me with lies," he bellowed, his good eye flashing with fury. "This is not truth, it's deceit, wrapped in pretty strokes. Guards, seize him." Ilias was dragged away to the depths of the prison, his cries echoing through the halls. The remaining painters exchanged terrified glances. What fate awaited them now? The second painter, a stern realist called Thorn, approached his canvas with unyielding honesty. He studied the emperor's features in secret, noting every flaw under the harsh light of dawn. His portrait was a mirror of reality, the blind eye milky and vacant, the stiff arm dangling limply at his side, the scars etched like battle maps across his skin. As the unveiling approached, tension gripped the throne room with this bold truth: earn reward or ruin. When the cloth fell away, the emperor stared in stunned silence, then erupted in rage. "Insolent fool! You portray me as a cripple, a shadow of my former self," he roared, veins bulging on his neck. Thorn stammered, "Sire, I painted only what my eyes beheld, the unvarnished truth." But mercy was not in Victor's heart. "Truth that wounds is treason," he declared, and Thorn joined Elias in chains. The court buzzed with dread. 2 artists fallen, 1 left. Could the third succeed where they had failed, or would the dungeons claim another soul? The third painter, a clever sage named Leora, had eavesdropped on the grim fates of her predecessors from the shadows of the palace gardens. Her mind raced as she pondered the riddle: how to honor truth without inviting doom. She secluded herself in a quiet tower, sketching by moonlight, her brush strokes deliberate and thoughtful. Whispers spread through the empire. Would she flatter like the first, expose like the second, or vanish into oblivion? Days stretched into an agonizing wait, the emperor growing impatient, his threats hanging like a sword over the court. Finally, the moment arrived. With trembling hands, Leora revealed her masterpiece. The emperor astride a magnificent warhorse during a royal hunt, his good eye locked fiercely on an elusive stag in the distance. The blind one cleverly averted and shrouded in dramatic shadow, as if winking at destiny. The stiff arm was artfully concealed within the folds of a billowing crimson cloak, while his strong hand gripped the reins with unassailable authority. The scene pulsed with heroism, no flaw in sight, yet every detail rooted in reality. A hush fell over the room as Victor gazed upon it, his expression shifting from suspicion to delight. The suspense shattered like glass. "At last," he exclaimed, a rare smile cracking his stern facade. "This captures my true spirit, mighty, unbroken, eternal." He bestowed upon Leora a chest overflowing with gold coins, jewels that sparkled like stars, and the exalted title of Imperial Court Artist, her name to be etched in the annals of Moral: when truth might hurt, presented wisely and kindly. If you enjoyed this story, please like, comment, subscribe, and share this video for more. Thank you.